Hey everybody, I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I know I sure did. But we are back and we had some mods drop on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day actually. Now I am recording this on Christmas Day. You won't be seeing this until Saturday at the earliest. So let's see what some of the mods we have. So as you can see, we're up to 72 mods found. We have 8 pages now on the mod browser. We have the Voron AE 4380T, and I didn't even download this one. I'm not even going to be showing this because basically it's just like the vanilla version. This came with a mini crane plus trailer capability, also added an active suspension. Other than that, it's completely vanilla AE with all the paint jobs and tuning choices. So yeah, there's really no point in looking at that. And also says you can have the maintainer plus a mini crane. This dropped today. This is the Scout 800 JBE by J Boosted, and J Boosted has been a pretty busy guy the past couple days. We're definitely going to take a look at this one. We got a new map, Rogers Point. We have the High Saddle semi-trailer pack. It includes 3 semi-trailers, all close to default, own landmarks. We got the 4380. This is one that I'm a little curious about. It says machine version 4380 hover van, water speed up to 30 kilometers, climbing wall, automatic rollover. Don't turn on all-wheel drive on land. Just today, my car can finally play in the game. I'm very happy. So I don't know what that means. We're going to try it. I hope it doesn't break my game, but I'm curious as to what that is. We have the Paystar 5070 JBE, another J Boosted. And basically what he does is he just takes the stock version and he tweaks it a little bit, you know. So left default transmission alone, but added the JBE transmission, added 2 backup lights to one of the cabin protectors. This can tow pull all trailers, including Scout trailers. Added 2 additional engines to the list, increased fuel capacity to 100 gallons, increased fuel capacity on the roof rack also. Added a few more paint jobs. Now has purple schemes. Yes, there are quite a few paint colors actually. Added more wheel tire options. There are many to choose from. Added the Quasi wheel tire option. Frame add-ons, except small frame add-ons. No 1-slot sideboards, etc. Added weighted bumper, US mini crane, US and RU big cranes. Adjusted both default suspensions and added JBE flex, not crazy flex. Added an autonomous winch, longer and stronger. Giggity. More rim options for select wheels. Added two additional winch points near the back of the truck. HID headlights. Added LEDs to the steps. Blue LEDs in the driver vent and passenger vent. He says getting better with LED work. Corrected light colors. Handbrake assisted to front and rear. More snorkel and exhaust options. Nice add-on color mod. So, whew, that's a lot. Let's see here, the Pickle Rick Mobile got an update. I don't know what that's about. I've never even installed this. So we have the Freightliner M916A1 JBE version. Another J Boosted. And again, it comes with a bunch of, you know, added specs and paint jobs and stuff like that. We'll look into that. The Frogs Monstrosity 2, that's back in the mod browser. Let's see here. Okay, so we got this today, the PTS Top Truck Challenge, which is a map. On Christmas Eve, we got the M181 collab. No, actually, this is an update. Never mind. This is just an update of that one, I believe. We got the M1 Ank, M3 MK38 Puma. I don't know if this was updated or added. I'm not sure. The Azov, that was updated. The tank was put back in. This Tega was added. Not too much difference from the base game one. The Mini Monster was updated on the 24th, actually. Okay. So wait a minute. Did I? No, that can't be, because I didn't do... Unless mods dropped... No. They definitely didn't. Okay, so... Also Christmas Eve, we got the Pacific P16 by JBE, which that does a lot of things to the P16. And we got Tuz 420 Tatterin JBE. And guys, if you thought, how could you make the Tatterin any better? Well, sit back and wait till we take a look at this one. Let's see here. The chuck back. No, now these are all. Yeah, these are all before I showed you guys these. All right, guys. So let's just let's get right into it, shall we? All right, guys. So as if the Tatterin wasn't OP enough as it is, J-Booster decided to give us a modded version of it. This is going to cost you 147,501 cash. Now, how much does the vanilla one cost? 140. Okay, so just a little bit more. Okay, so we bought this. Let's take a look. All right, looks like the Tatterin, right? Let's go into customize and see what happens here. Engine. So we have quite a few engine options here, and really they all, like, nothing changes. If you look at the power to weight and the durability and all the stats, nothing changes for any of these. So lots of torque per wash to tank. I think we'll just go with this one for now. Gearbox. Now we have the special, the advanced special, and the JBE transmission. That's 9 gears, including both high and low gears. So we'll throw that in it. Now, guys, this is where it gets a little crazy. So we have the JBE stock, JBE active suspension 1, suspension HD, suspension raised HD, and suspension flex. So from what I understand, the raised HDs and the suspension, all that, those are what you want if you're going to be towing something. If you're just going to be scouting and not towing anything, then you'll take the suspension flex. So we're going to take that today because we're going to do something a little bit different with this one. Tires, and this is the bane of my existence on console because there are literally just so many tire combinations and it lags the menu so much. So we have the highway tires, we have the all-terrains, up to 51 inch. And you can see, like, double zero, so that's pretty cool. Off-roads. Maybe this doesn't have a lot. I think it does when you get to the muds. It's always when you get to the mud tires. And you can always see the off-roads. There's a lot more with the off-roads. Now we get to the muds. And again, guys, I may not show you all of these because it takes so long. But as you can see, some very cool options. So now we get into the Quasi double mud tires, monster mud tires, and then just the Quasi single tires, which is very cool. But I really want to show you guys what this looks like with the really big tires on it. So I'm just gonna get to the big Quasi tires, and that's what we're gonna put on this. Alright, so we're going to go with the 51-inch Quasi Monster Mud Tires, just because, you know what, we might as well have fun with it. I mean, obviously you could put out whatever you want on it. If you don't want it as extreme as this, if you want to use this in your base game, then, you know, size down. Again, honestly, I feel this is a little bit too OP to play through the game with. That's just my opinion. You know, if you guys want to, you know, have a really easy time unlocking maps and stuff, then, hey, go for it. You know, everybody can play the game how they want. So, Autonomous Plus. Longer, stronger autonomous winch that still operates when the engine is turned off or stalled. Longer and stronger, huh? That's what she said. So, we'll put that on. Spare wheel. Now, this is interesting. We have the spare wheel on top and the spare wheel on the back. So, 2 spare wheels for this one. Snorkel. Tall round cap, flat cap. Intake air filter, twin front facing. I kind of like the looks of those, so that's what I'm going to put on. Frame add-ons. So we have in-cab supplies. So you can kind of see those, they disappeared. We have in-cab rack. I'm not sure where that is. Small roof rack, large roof rack. Trunk rear supplies. So let's put in-cab supplies. And see if we can do the in-cab rack. Nope, we can't. So let's just do the in-cab supplies. Oops, there we go. Visuals. This is where it gets a little interesting. So we have a red and blue flasher bar. Now, guys, you know me. I love flasher bars. Red and blue. Man, I've been waiting for red and blue. The only thing I really wish they could change it where the the plastic lens covers were actually red and blue. That would be awesome. So we're gonna take the red and blue. Flasher bar, I think, is in. Where is the flasher bar? Oh, that's okay. That's just a standard flasher bar because of fog lights, fog lights. Miscellaneous. Ah, okay. This is where it gets interesting. So we have LED side lights, LED kit, LED headlight kit, LED headlights lights. So let's do these side lights. Let's do the LED kit. And which one of these do I want? I think we're going to go with those. No beacons. Don't like beacons. External horns. Twin horns. Shaded Sunvisor. We'll go with that one. And one for the top. And we'll do the twin horns, I think. Rims, they have the Quasi wheel and the Tega wheel. Colors. So they have, again, all your standard colors. And now we're getting to some two-tone and some, like, your military camo colors here. This J Boosted, man, he put some really cool color combinations in the game. I really like that black and, like, bright green, though. Okay, so, we're just going to pick one of these. Let's just pick that one there. And, again, the interior stuff I'm not too concerned about. So let's leave the garage. All right, what I'm going to do quick is fast forward to night. All right, now I'm not going to run the course at night, but I just wanted to show you guys. Haha, blue and red flashers. How awesome is that? Let's hit the lights. There we go. And if you look right there, see that? You got blue LEDs in those kind of vents. You got some red LEDs back there. More blue on that side. How cool is that? That is awesome. Now, I think it would be really cool if they could put some kind of like ground effects in here in the cab too. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's shut that off and let's go back to daytime. Okay, so I could have taken this out on the regular Proving Grounds, but, I mean, we know what this is, and this is just an OP version of it, so I thought it would be really fun to just take it out on Truck Night in America region. Truck Night in America regions, and just show you guys what this thing can do. So I've heard people saying, like, the vehicles in these games are slow, but if you just tap the L1 button if you're on console, it'll give you a speed boost. It'll jump that gear quicker for you. So, I mean, honestly, I don't feel that the base game Tatterin would have any trouble tackling this track. But, this thing is just a beast, man. It's a monster. And I truly believe that with the mod maps, anyway, that they have, vehicles like this are just a necessity. Again, like I say, me personally, I'm not going to play through the game with this. Maybe on a new save. It'd be fun to just see how quick you can get through missions with some of these OP modded trucks. But, sometimes you just want something really fun. And this thing is a blast. So now we're going to climb over some rocks here. And again, like, just the way this vehicle is designed in general makes it perfect for stuff like this. I mean, you got kind of like that boat design where the front has that extreme slope. So it's really hard to get the Tatterin stuck anyway. You know, and I'm sure some might say that even the base game Tatterin is a little bit, you know, OP. Now, this is what I hate. I hate this obstacle so much. We're going to put it in low and just kind of creep across here because I had the worst time keeping vehicles on this bridge. But with these super wide tires, this may not be a problem. So let's bump it up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do it. Okay. I mean, it just flies over all this stuff. So I just want to do that really quick. But guys, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring this over on the test map. And we're going to bring this through some of that thick mud to see what it can do. Alright guys, so we're back on the Proving Grounds test map, and the first thing I want to show you guys before we get into the mud is that now with this one you can bring a trailer with you. Check that out. So I know a lot of people really don't like the scout vehicles when you can't carry a trailer. Well, with this mod, that's really not a problem. Alright, so let's get this out to the mud. Alright, we're at the mud pit, and what I want to say is that, guys, this is the same exact Tatterin I had in the, just before, when you see me before I came here. The only thing I did, I changed the color on it, just to kind of show a different color option. Now, you might be asking, you know, why do you put in, like, the most OP engine and, like, the tires and stuff like that? Because, in my opinion, for me, to find out if a vehicle, if one of these mods is truly OP, I'm going to trick it out with all the OP stuff I can, and I'm going to bring it through this mud. Now, if it skips through this mud, then yeah, it's OP. But if this mud bogs it down, then it's not that OP. So I'm going to leave it in auto. And actually, I don't want to go over that tree though. So let's do this. Wait a minute. Do I have one thing real quick? Let me check. Okay. So let's do it. Okay, so it's not really doing that bad. Honestly, I don't know how the vanilla tubs would do in this, but all I do know is that a lot of trucks get stopped in this mud. So just for testing purposes, let's put this in low plus and see what happens. And it just ate that tree. So that's low plus. This is low. And low minus. And let's put it into auto again. And so there's really not much difference between auto and low plus. So my verdict on this is that it may be a little bit OP. You know, again, and the only reason why I'm saying that is that's for the people that are watching that they don't want to run super OP mods on a playthrough to do missions and unlock maps and stuff like that. So that's why I'm really saying that, because I get that. You know, if you want a challenge, maybe you don't want vehicles that are going to take the challenging aspect away. So yeah, maybe this truck would be a little too OP for that, but I would say on mod maps, bring it out, rip it up, have some fun, make a new save game, and do it that way. But anyway, that is the new Tuz 420 Tatterin JBE. So let's move on to the next mod, shall we? Alright, the next mod we're going to take a look at is the JBE Pacific P16. And in this mod pack, you actually get two. You get the single front, and you get the dual front. Dual front is 144,700, and the single front is 145,300. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just take a look at the single front, guys. So let's buy that. Customize it. And again, I believe the first three are the vanilla base game engines, and then we have the JBE engine. More power, better engine response, but higher fuel consumption. So we'll throw that one in. Gearbox has the special, advanced special, and a JBE transmission. So of course we're going to put that in. Now this is where it gets interesting. We have race suspension, JBE suspension, and then we have the active suspension. So that's pretty interesting for this truck. So I think we'll just put the JBE suspension on it. Tires. Oh boy, this is guys. I think from now on, I'm just going to choose what tire. Choose a tire, and then I'll show you guys later. And I'm not going to go through all the tires because it just takes so much time. Alright guys, so it seems like the 68-inch are the biggest tires you can put on this, and you know, I think it's safe to say that the Quasi tires are probably the kind of OP tires in all these, so we're not going to go with them this time. We're going to go with the JBE, and they're rated for excellent all across the board with the Mudtires, so we're going to put these on. Winch. Now this is where it gets interesting because we have the extended heavy, advanced heavy, twin motor heavy, and the autonomous winch for a truck this size, which is just unheard of in the game. So that's something that I don't hate. I mean, I guess it takes away the you know, the need to recover, but so we have spare wheel, and in-cab spare. So we'll take the in-cab spare, and we'll take that wheel there. So the snorkel, we have tall front facing. Where is it? Okay, let me select another one to see. Okay. I don't see the tall front facing though. But anyway, there's the wedge cap with lights, stock air filter, and wedge cap. So we'll take the wedge cap with lights. Frame add-ons. Now this is where it gets interesting, as well as what he did with this is he made this truck, I guess, a little more useful. You got the sideboard bed, a small roof rack, which is that's interesting. It's right on the hood. So we have the crane, the heavy crane, heavy fuel carrier, a flatbed, loading crane, sideboard bed, small fuel carrier, maintainer frame add-on, trunk repairs, supplies, and saddle high. So we're going to take the saddle high. Visuals. We have Pacific Sunvisor. Bumpers. We have stock, reinforced, hinged, heavy duty, and the weighted bumper with D-rings. So we're going to put that one on. Miscellaneous, we have LED fog lights. We'll put those on. Double raised beacons, square beacons, factory parking lights, side chrome parking lights, another factory parking lights, external horns, quad horns. Yeah, we'll put those on. 2 square beacons, and a searchlight. Exhaust, we have stock, wedge cap, muzzle, flap cap, short cap, and heat shielded. We'll go with the heat shielded. Rims, we have 5 options. option 3, option 4, and option 5. Paint, again, this modder, he really likes having options for the paint, so take a look at some of those again. And again, it's pretty much like all of his other paint schemes, you know. He really likes the two tones and some bright colors and some really cool looking things, so we'll just pick that one. Alright, let's bring this beast out. Alright, so that's what it looks like. Man, it looks really good, I gotta say, with those big tires on it in the race suspension, though. That's what the interior looks like. We got a spare tire belted in next to us there. Big old beefy horn. We'll start it up. All the gauges work. Mirrors work. So now that we have it, let's put it through its paces a little bit, shall we? Take a look in the trailer store. So as you can see, you can fit trailers to it now, which is pretty cool, I think. What I should have done was I should have had the other mod on where I could haul the really big stuff. I wasn't even thinking, so let's just let's get this one. Load this up and take it for a test. Alright, now I don't have it in all-wheel drive, but we're going to take it up this hill first here, just to see how it handles pulling. I'm not expecting it having any problems. Well, like I say, next time I think I do this, I'll put the mod back on. Or... okay, that suspension, that actually worked nice. Oh, in-cab action here. Okay, what I'm going to do a little bit different with this truck is I'm going to pull this through the mud with a trailer behind it, because I feel like this is what you would use this truck for. You know, it would be important that if you're hauling something and you need to get through some thick mud, it can handle it. So let's engage our all-wheel drive. And let's start pulling it through this heavy mud and see what happens. So as expected, yeah, I'm getting some tire spin here because, you know, this is an auto. So let's put it in low. So it's already got a little better traction. Let's put it in low minus. Okay, so I actually like what I'm seeing here because it's getting the job done. It's not doing it like incredibly fast. It's not just walking out of the stuff. The mud is definitely slowing it down, as it should. So I don't really feel that this is super OP. Because, yeah, see, the minute we put it in regular low, it doesn't want to get the job done as well. But when you put it in the low minus, it does pretty good. And again, it just sort of ate that tree. Okay, so let's see what happens if we detach the trailer. Will this give us any better traction? And yeah, it does. It does. We're definitely moving a little better. So low plus seems to be a little bit too much for it. Low and low minus is right in the sweet spot, I would say. And I mean, honestly, I feel that if it can get through that heavy mud pulling a trailer, then it should be able to get through snow as well. And ice, honestly, is just never a problem. If you have, especially with the mods, if you have studded tires or the chain tires, then ice never poses a problem. And this truck is so big, you know, you could take it through the deepest water and you're not going to have an issue with it. Alright, so that is the P16 JBE. Very cool mod. I don't feel that it's super OP even with those race tires, but again, you know what? Taking it on the base game maps, it may be because again, that mud over there is pretty extreme. So yeah, I like it. All right, let's check out another mod, shall we? All right, on to the next one. We're going to be looking at the International Scout 800 JBE. This is going to run you $16,000. All-wheel drive is switchable. Diff lock is always on. Fuel capacity of 157 liters. Okay, now admittedly, I'm not usually fond of these little Scout vehicles. But this one's actually pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade the engine. Gearbox, we're going to put in the JBE transmission. Suspension, we have the active suspension, the stock, raised suspension, and the flex suspension. Again, we'll use the flex. Alright guys, this takes up to a 43-inch tire. We're going to put the 43-inch Quasi single mud tires on. Just, you know, just kind of show you. This is what the monster mud tires look like on this thing. But, we're going to go with those. You know what? Yeah, let's go with the monster muds. Why not, right? Let's do it. Winch, again, we have all the normal with the Autonomous Plus. We'll take that. Spare wheel. Yes, we're going to take that big chunky spare wheel. Snorkel. The tall one. Frame add-ons. We have a roll cage on the inside. You can see that there. We have in-cab supplies. Trunk repair supplies. Roof rack 1 and roof rack 2. So roof rack 1 gives you 150 points of spare repair parts, 4 spare wheels, and 565 liters of fuel. And the roof rack 2 gives you 250 points of repair parts, 4 spare wheels, and only 375 liters of fuel. Visuals. We have toe loops with backup light, stock, toe loops, and double pipe. Let's do the toe loops with backup light. Rooftop, beacons and fog lights. Again, red and blue flash bar, which is very cool. Flasher bar, round beacons, and roof fog lights. We'll put those on this time. Front bumper. We have the tube bumper, heavy duty pipe, stock, angled, heavy duty pipe, lattice, toe loops, double pipe, pipe welded, heavy pipe, and bull bar. And I think I like this double pipe here because I like those lights on it. Miscellaneous. 4 cube hood lights, searchlight, LED hood lights. So let's put the LED ones on. Put on the searchlight, So we have external horns, side thresholds, side pipe thresholds. I think those look better. We'll put those on. Angled with beacon sun visor, straight cap sun visor, tri-square beacons. So we have the Quasi rims and the Taiga rims. Again, guys, this is a JBE, so it's J-boosted mod, so you know what to expect for the colors. You get all the cool two tones that he offers and stuff. So if it's a JBE mod, a J-booster mod, I'm sorry. From now on, I don't think I'm gonna go through all the colors because we kind of know what we're gonna get with colors. So let's take this thing out. Alright, so there it is. Again, these small scouts don't usually impress me, but this one is actually pretty cool. Let's start it up. All the gauges work. There's the lights. Let's spin it around and take a look there. Alright, let's go check the trailer store real quick. So as you can see, you could put a lot of different trailers on this little truck. Alright guys, I'm going to switch time back to day and we're going to do some testing. Alright, we're going to put on the all-wheel drive and we're going to do the swamp test first. And I've noticed all these little vehicles, they really want to pull when you bring them in here. I definitely want to stay away from the trees because these smaller vehicles really get hung up on those trees. So she's bogging down a little bit. To be expected, honestly. These smaller vehicles, they're just, you know, kind of the characteristics of them. But it's still an auto. It's not in low, so I don't feel it did too bad. So let's move on to the next test, shall we? Okay, for the next test, we're going to take it down this trail here because this is pretty muddy. And as you can see, man, it's just, it still pulls. But I should say I haven't put this in low gear yet. I haven't had to as of yet. That tree is right in the middle of the trail. So in my last video, I did this trail with I can't remember which scout vehicle it was, but man, it really didn't perform that well. So far, so good with this one, though. And I like the lights in the spare tire there. That's a nice touch. And again, I still haven't had to put this in low gear. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to try to test these vehicles in a manner of what they're supposed to do. You know, so like obviously like the big P16, there's no sense of bringing that through something like this because we know that can handle this. But for a little truck like this, this is a perfect testing for it. And we've come out the other side without a problem. So let's move on to the next test. Here we are at the speed bumps, and we're going to see if this thing is going to get hung up or not. Now, this may not be really fair to do this with like 43-inch tires on this truck, because as long as those tires can bite, they're going to get it out. I am just tapping the accelerator, and this thing just wants to jump. A little hard to control, not gonna lie. Not the easiest thing to control, but it's because it's diving in nose first. But it did it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this through the deep mud. And I really don't know what's going to happen because, you know, with these small scout vehicles, and honestly, I haven't had a lot of good luck with any of the scout vehicles going through this really thick mud over here, but we are going to try it. Okay. Only one way to know, and that's just get in it. Oh. And again, immediately bogs it down. So the Tataran did a good job. These are smaller scout vehicles, though. I don't know, they just really have a hard time. And I mean, with these big tires, it doesn't seem like they should. I mean, if you look, I'm not really bottoming out. This is just thick, heavy mud. So let's put it in low minus to see that helps. Doesn't seem to be helping too much. So that's kind of the ultimate test for any of these, is this thick mud. And as you can see, I mean, it'll do it. It'll definitely get out of it. It'll take a long time, but it will. But there's one more thing I want to do with this little scout vehicle. So let me get out this mud and I'll join you back in a second. Okay, so this isn't really a test. This is just something I wanted to do with this truck. I thought it'd be kind of fun. We're gonna take this off the ramp here. That's right. We're gonna jump it. If the camera will ever cooperate. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was fun. All right, guys. That is the, wait a minute, what is this called again? That is the International Scout 800 JBE by J Boosted. Pretty fun little vehicle, I must admit. I don't hate it. Alright guys, so unfortunately that's where we're going to have to wrap this video up. I know I didn't get to the Voron Grad, which you see me driving right now. I didn't get to, the other two truck mods. I believe there was two other ones. Unfortunately, this video is already just long enough, so I'll have to get to those some other time. This is a rare Saturday video. I don't usually do Saturday videos. Like I said, this week is going to be a real hit or miss with videos because my wife is on vacation and I prefer to spend time with her than make content if I can. But if I can get videos out, I will. So I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday once again. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Remember guys, on these mods, any mods you like, make sure you give the modders like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if you have an issue with them, you know, like let them know what the issue is so they can correct it. Alright guys, thank you for watching and we'll see you real soon.